Y'all, back with another ass video, bro. But this is a story time video. It's gonna be best friend edition. Best friend. In this story, I'm gonna talk about not my current best friends or my homies or whatever. I'm gonna talk about the ones that came and go. Alright. So, very first homie I had, his name was, I'm gonna call him T. Yeah, T. So, me and T go way back, like elementary school, kindergarten, all the way until like 4th grade, I might say. Probably 3rd grade, I can't remember that much, but basically me and T was pretty tight, had a lot of things in common. We were neighbors and shit. He used to come over and play and everything and all types of things like that, And I might say, I'm not sure why we stopped talking. I think because I found another homeboy to chill with, and he was just kind of reckless, or because he moved or whatever. But T was, I don't know, he was one of those weird kids, He was like one of those weird kids. He was like, you would have thought, he might have eaten glue or some shit like that. He was one of those types of kids, I was cool with him. And I remember we was just chilling and everything, pretend to act like, you ever watch like a fucking show, you try to act like the cartoon characters or whatever, like anime or whatever. Me and him were like acting like fucking Naruto characters and shit, His ass always trying to be like fucking Naruto and shit. And, I was Sasuke. Sasuke was a pretty cool dude. He still is now, I guess. I don't really watch anime like that anymore because I really don't have time or anything. But yeah, that's how that went. And I remember this bitch ass nigga had the audacity to fucking scratch my fucking face, bro. Like, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but which face is it on? I can't really tell. But this is right here. That motherfucker scratched me way fucking hard. My face is kind of dirty. I gotta go wash it. But that motherfucker got me. That son of a bitch fucking got me. I was like, fuck playing. We're about to fucking fight. I got a scratch on my face, bro. It's ready to go down. And we fought for like, I don't know, like 5 seconds. Then everybody was like, no, you guys are best friends. Break it up. And I was like, alright, whatever. After that, it was cool. It was pretty cool. I want to say he whipped my ass. I want to say I whipped his ass. It was pretty much a tie or whatever. It was like that. But after that, Beyblades became a new thing again, and then we started playing Beyblades and whatever. Of course he goes for the main character. I forgot what's it. He had Pegasus or whatever. Yeah, bro. He had Pegasus, and I forgot which one I had. I think I had Eagle. That was my first Beyblade I ever bought. It was Eagle, and we used to play that shit every day. It was pretty lit. And then that's about it. And after that, I hung out with somebody else. His name was we're gonna call him C. His name was C. He was one of those kids that like to show off. He used to do black flips and shit. He was like doing all types of stuff to show off. He was also like one of those, he was like one of those kids who was like trying to prove that he was the coolest or whatever. I remember all the way back then, he thought he can like dodge hits or whatever with his eyes closed, and it was just so fucking stupid, bro. Just looking at it now, it was just so fucking stupid. Just having your eyes closed and just trying to block hits or whatever. And everybody's like freaking out, because you're like, what the fuck? How does he do that? I'm like, what the fuck? And then my logical ass, like, he's not even have his eyes closed all the way. Like, what the fuck? You know, I'm calling out on his bullshit, and everybody's like, no, he just got skill. I'm like, this nigga don't have skill. You can clearly see that he's trying so hard not to open his eyes all the way, but, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, that nigga, he was odd, you know. I'm not sure what he doing. Last time I saw his ass, he was on a bus. Dude had dreads. I was like, damn. His older brother, his older brother was pretty wild. Like, he was pretty wild. He was funny as fuck too. And his sister didn't really like me for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, because I was an egghead as a boy back then. I'm still an egghead as a boy now, but that's whatever. Yeah, but I think after that, it was transition from Timothy to Carl, and that was that. And then Carl moved, and he moved. And this is all in daycare, by the way. We all went to the same daycare, and I never heard of them, saw them again. And then it came to 5th grade, ready to go in. This is the second story. Like, this is the second story. So the second story we're going to talk about, his name's going to be Y. The reason why I'm using letters is because who knows, they might see this video, they might think it's them or whatever, but you know, I'm just using the first initial from their name, you know. This dude's name is Y, and he was pretty goddamn funny. He was funny, bro. The reason why it was funny is because of his laugh. His laugh always cracked me up. But I knew something was like wrong with his throat or whatever. It's like one of those things where it's like, yo, you should stop laughing because you sound like you're ready to cough up all your organs out. Like, it was that type of laugh, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And basically, we were just chilling. Like, that is, we were just chilling, like, you know, doing whatever. I remember we used to, in daycare, we had this, was he a teacher or something? I'm not sure. I'm gonna say he was a mentor. But his name was Mr. Ron. He was a cool dude. He was a really cool dude. I remember we used to go play Frisbee. And I was the fucking beast. I was a beast at playing Frisbee. Basically what it was, it's like a big field. And it's like all the kids would stand in the field or whatever. And he'll like throw the Frisbee. And every time we catch it, that's a point. And it's like, alright, we get points. And then we had to return it. But the one thing I didn't like is like when you're trying to return it and run back into the field, he'll throw it already. You know, it used to make me mad. And I was a beast at doing it. I was like, catching the Frisbee is so easy. But now it's like, damn, catching the Frisbee is kind of fucking hard now. I don't know. Maybe because it was easier back then. I was like more fit or whatever. I don't know. Me and Y, we were just chilling, you know? Chilling, act like goofballs, making jokes and shit, you know. We never got into any altercations. We never fought. He was a really cool dude, like, you know. And the only reason why we stopped talking was because basically we went to different middle schools. I guess some of you know, some of you don't know. I went to Bouchard Middle School, you know. I hated Bouchard. I might make another story about that, you know, Bouchard, you know. Crazy times at Bouchard, man. It's just crazy times. But I think he went to Lucille. I went to Bouchard. And funny thing is, one of my homeboys now, he went to Bouchard, but he didn't notice me. You know who you fucking are. You know who you are. Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah, you know who you fucking are. Didn't want to fucking notice me in middle school. But we cool. We cool, you know. He doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. I don't try to bother him, because he said he tried not to bother me. But he knows. He knows who the fuck he is. Man, that was just me and Y. I think his sister was really weird. Cause it was like mixed feelings about her sister. Cause like I remember I was dating somebody. I don't know who the fuck. Her name was Deja. I'm gonna say her name. Her name was Deja. And Y's sister was like, you know, fucking around with her or whatever, fucking around with me, trying to see if, you know, I was going to take the bait, but you know, your boy stayed strong. And I think Deja was the first girlfriend I ever had where we didn't, like, you know, kiss or whatever, you know? Because I had braces. Your boy had braces. Should have wished I were my retainer, but fuck it. Oh. But yeah. And then, you know, she stopped fucking with me because, you know, I ain't give her the sauce back then. I'm not sure where the fuck my sauce went. Like, damn. I don't know. Them braces did something. I don't know. But, you know, we just stopped talking because he went to a different middle school. And I didn't really keep contact with him because I didn't get my phone until like 6th grade, you know. I just didn't contact him, you know. And I didn't really get on social media like that, you know. I wasn't a really advocate of having it back then. Out of all the social media I have, it's because friends made me get on social media, but, you know, it's whatever. Third story. We're gonna call this guy E. Yeah, E. Or is it I? Yeah, his name is E. So E, we've been cool for a fat ass minute. We've been cool all the way from 6th grade all the way to 8th grade, you know? From 6th grade to 8th grade. And the thing is about E is that he was like one of the first best friends that my mom was like, you know, she was really cool with, you know? He reached that status. My mom was like, this dude is pretty cool. Like, you know, he's part of the family type cool. That's the type of guy he is. But the thing is about E is that this dude has some strict ass parents. Remember that he has strict ass parents. Like, his parents were the type would just beat the fuck out of him. Like they'll treat this nigga like he was like some dude on the street, bro. Like, it was just fucking crazy, bro. It's like every time we like go outside, you know, it's just me and the squad and everything. And he'll come out, he got, you know, you can see like he was crying and everything. You can see marks and everything. And everybody's like, yo, what happened? What happened? And he was like, yo, man, I got my ass beat. And I was like, damn, what you do? And he was like, I went out the house when I was supposed to. I was like, damn. Like, his parents were so strict. Every time, like, he didn't do well in school, they'll shave his whole hair off his head. Like, all his hair would just be gone, bro. So everybody used to clown him for that, for having a bald head or whatever. And then it's just like, damn. He kind of rocked it though, because he wore a bandana. He kind of looked like Tupac, you know, except more scrawny and like kind of weird. And I remember this one time this dude came over to my house, right? And I don't know what went through his head, but he was like, yo, you got any sugar? And I was like, yeah. And then, you know, he was like, all right, pour it in the bowl. I was like, all right. So I poured a little in the bowl. And I said, no, keep pouring. I was like, really? So I kept pouring until he told me to stop. And it was like halfway full. And this nigga had the audacity to eat a bowl of sugar. It was like so fucking hyperactive, bro. It was just so fucking, it was weird. And then that's when, this is the funny part. After he ate that bowl of sugar, he was so hyped. Him and my brother had like a dance battle. It was like a dance off in the living room, bro. It was like my brother's a good dancer. Like, he can really dance his ass off. And basically this dude was like, you know, I'll challenge you to a dance. So they were just dancing to like some YouTube videos and shit. And I'm just looking like, what the fuck is going on in the living room? And then they just started to play Just Dance and Michael Jackson Experience and stuff. They were just doing that. I'm just chilling, just looking at the goddamn thing, bro. It's just so fucking, it's just weird. And he still makes recently he just makes dancing videos on Instagram. And I feel like if it weren't for my brother, because my brother dances a lot, I think my brother inspired him to dance too, because he still dances to this day. And I'm like, damn, he's still dancing like shit. But another thing about this dude, there's like another homeboy, like me and him are still cool. His name's CJ. And I remember that he used to lie to CJ's sister just to date her, bro. Like, he lied about going to some type of school. I think he lied about the grade he was in. He lied about the grade he was in. He lied about his age. He lied about the school he went to and every fucking thing, bro. That shit was funny. I think he was in 8th grade, and she was like No, no. I was a grade ahead of him. So she was probably like in ninth grade, and I was in ninth grade at the time. I think I was going on to no, I was going on to high school. Yeah, we're all going on to high school. I think I can't remember shit. But he used to lie thick and thin and every time. Like, and then one time, you know, all the squad that came against him, bro, all the squad snitched. And it was like, yeah, he don't go to that fucking high school. He in middle school still and yada yada yada. And then she was like, oh, and then when she asked him, he was just trying to make up all these type of lies and stuff yada yada yada. And then she asked me, like, all my homeboys know. I don't snitch on the homeboy, you know. I was snitch on all my homeboys. You know, what their business with me is their business with me. I'm sorry, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you, but like I ain't gonna say anything either. You know what I'm saying? But that was that. He moved. We stopped talking because he moved to Georgia. He joined a gang. You know, strict parents, and you joined a gang, bro. How's that possible? I don't see how that's possible. Like, you got strict parents and you join a gang. It was some type of Crip gang. And it was weird texting him. I was like, yo, what you been? And he replaced all the B's with sixes. And I was like, what the fuck? Why are you using sixes as B's? And he was like, oh, I'm in a gang, cuz. And I'm like, you're in a gang? What? What the fuck happened to you, bro? And he was like, you know, moving to Georgia is different. And I'm like, bro. Like, anybody in Georgia in the gang, you know, do you still game making, you know, keep game making, bro. You know, it's 2019, about to be 2020, you know, still repping the street, you know. You know, just do you, bro. You know. Like, me and him, I'm not saying we're cool, but we just stopped talking. I don't know. I remember one time, I'm sorry, I'm guilty of this, but I stole one of his girlfriends, like that ass. Like, she cheated on him for me. And I didn't feel no remorse. Cause damn, she was fine though. She was goddamn fine. I ain't gonna lie, she was fucking fine, bro. And when she chose me over him, I was like, yes. But that's a story for another time. I think I'm gonna make a X story edition after my middle school story edition. But yeah, that's the end of E. On to another. This is story number 4. Yeah, story number 4. All right. So this is. I think I might make a 2-part. So after this one, I'm gonna make a 2-part, so this won't have to be as long. So this is gonna be the last part. So this is story number 4. So story number 4, we're gonna talk about who should I talk about? I feel like I should talk about. I think I should talk about all 3 of them. I still keep in contact with them till this day, but we don't really talk like that. And you know, I'm a shout my niggas out because they're the real ones. We're gonna talk about Jose, Matthew, and Eder. Now Eder, I think it was all 3 of them. I hung out with them a lot because back in middle school we had after school program called Higher Achievement. If you didn't know, Higher Achievement is an after school program that takes scholars and prepare them for the next grade, help them with high school, etc. You know, and these niggas were probably my highlight of middle school. Like, definitely, yeah, all 3 of them were the highlight of like my middle school. Like, you know, I ain't gonna rank nobody from 1st to 3rd. They're all cool ass people, and they're still cool ass people right now, man. Jose, it was like basically they were like the type of best friends. They were my first set of best friends where we used to like roast the fuck out of each other. Like we would always roast each other, you know. We'll make fun of Jose. We'll call him like Wolverine or you know some Mexican joke or whatever. We call him Mexican Wolverine, and that shit is funny, bro. We call him Mexican Wolverine or some shit like that. We made hop in the border jokes. This was a time and era where we can assault people and nobody would get offended. The golden ages, you know. And I think this is also the time where the R word was getting like a lot of like criticizing, like you can't use the R word or whatever, but you know, we should never use the R word, never. But it was going around left and right. Everybody calling people the F word, you know, FAG, you know. Everybody calling each other gay, and you know, typical middle school shit. You know, that's what we used to do to each other. You know, especially with Matthew. I remember back in like 6th grade. They used to make fun of him for like, you know, calling him gay or whatever. I remember, Matthew, you got us in fucking trouble. You got me in trouble, actually, because I didn't really do anything, you know. I think it was a day where Eder and Jose were like making fun of Matthew and like calling him gay and stuff, and it was just Matthew like spazzed out. That's the only time I was fucking scared of Matthew. Like I was scared of Matthew. I was like, holy shit, like this thing's ready to beat everybody's ass. Like damn. Like, nigga got us in fucking trouble. I was like, damn, I didn't really do anything. Like, shit. You know, he got us all in trouble. We got written up. And I was like, damn. But, you know, I'm really proud of my dude, Matthew, because, you know, even though we used to make fun of him for doing that, you know, he's at peace with himself, you know. Like, I like what he's doing. I like, you know, how he, you know, progressed in life. I like how all my dudes, you know, progressed in life, you know. You know, Eder's still doing his thing, helping his family and whatever. You know, Jose, I think he's trying to, you know, join the police. Like, that's what's up, too. And, you know, I'm just glad they're in a better place than they were, like, back in middle school. Because, damn, we used to roast the fuck out of each other. Like, I remember they used to roast me for being so fucking dark. I remember Jose called me Raccoon. Yeah, he called me fucking Raccoon, you know. Eder, since he was like part Japanese, he used to make fucking Japanese jokes. We used to do a little thing in our eyes, we just pull them back and shit. That shit was so fucking funny, bro. And we used to like make like like I don't know, thinking about it, it's like how the fuck did we like get away with this shit back in middle school, bro? Like we're just roasting the fuck out of each other, being racist and all types of fucking things and like whatever. But I think me and Eder were like, because I think we hung out more. Yeah, me and Eder like really hung out more because I remember Jose, it was like me, Eder, and Jose. Because I know me and Matthew were part of this group back in middle school. But he used to hang out with them. And I might make a story time about them too. I have a lot of story times. I'm gonna make a list of story times, and I'm gonna try to make videos of it. But yeah, man, I remember we all stopped talking because we all went to different high schools. Eder, he went to Maggie. I went to Open. Matthew, he went to the IB program at TJ, and I'm not sure where Jose went. I think he went to George West, but I don't want to say he went to George West. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, Jose. Let me know. Let me know what high school you went to, man, because I'm really not sure. He never told me. But yeah, Jose, he was the bro. Matthew, he's still the bro. Sorry I didn't make it to your birthday party. I was still in college. I talked to Eder, you know, he's doing good. You know, they're my homies regardless. You know, they're my homies forever. They're the fucking goats. That's the fucking trio right there. I'm sorry. You know. Always be my homies no matter what. No matter how long we don't talk, my niggas, we still cool. You know? I'm gonna cap it off right here, and I'm gonna record right after this. So it won't have to be so long. But yeah. So I'll catch y'all in the next one, huh?